Welcome to our culinary journey where we explore some of the rarest dishes from around the globe. You think you've tasted it all? You call yourself a foodie? Listen up, because we're about to dive into a world of flavors so unique, so bloody different. You'll be questioning everything you thought you knew about food. Get ready to tantalize your taste buds with these unique recipes. We're talking ingredients sourced from the most unexpected places, prepared with techniques passed down through generations. This isn't your grandma's cooking, folks. This is next-level stuff. So buckle up, get your notepad ready, and for God's sake, open your minds. We're about to embark on a culinary adventure that'll leave you speechless. Alright, you donkey, first up is fugu sashimi. This Japanese delicacy is not for the faint of heart. We're talking about puffer fish here, and let me tell you, this fish has a defense mechanism that'll make you think twice about ordering it. See, the fugu fish contains a toxin, tetrodotoxin, that's deadlier than cyanide. One wrong slice from the chef, and you're pushing up daisies. No, seriously, chefs in Japan train for years to master the art of preparing fugu. They need a special license, for crying out loud, just to serve it. They carefully remove the toxic organs, leaving only the edible flesh. One slip, one tiny mistake, and it's curtains for the customer. Now that's pressure. But hey, when it's done right, the fugu sashimi is supposed to be an experience like no other. A delicate, almost sweet flavor with a slight tingling sensation on the tongue. That tingling? That's the tiny bit of poison they leave in, just a little reminder that you're playing with fire. Would I eat it? Probably not. I value my life too much. But hey, if you're feeling adventurous, go for it. Just make sure your will is up to date. Next up, we're traveling to Thailand for a cup of joe that'll make your wallet cry. I'm talking about black ivory coffee. Now, before you run off to Starbucks, let me explain what makes this coffee so special. It all starts with elephants. Yes, elephants. These gentle giants are fed coffee cherries as part of their diet. The beans then ferment in their stomachs, interacting with their digestive enzymes before being, well, excreted. Yes, you heard me right. Black ivory coffee is brewed from beans that have been digested and pooped out by elephants. Appetizing, eh? But here's the kicker. This process is said to give the coffee a unique, smooth, and less bitter flavor. Something about the elephant's digestive system breaks down the proteins that cause bitterness in coffee. Who knew? So next time you're feeling adventurous and have a spare few $100s lying around, why not try a cup of elephant poop coffee? Just don't tell your friends where it came from. They might not find it as fascinating as we do. Chapter 3, Hakarl. You call that rotten shark edible? Listen up, you lot, we're heading to Iceland now, and trust me, you might want to hold your noses for this one. I'm talking about hakarl, a traditional Icelandic delicacy that's not for the weak stomach. Hakarl is basically fermented shark meat. And when I say fermented, I mean buried underground for weeks on end. You see, the Greenland shark meat is poisonous when fresh. It's got this lovely chemical called trimethylamine oxide, which basically makes it taste like urine. So, to make it edible, the Icelanders bury the shark meat for 6 to 12 weeks, letting it ferment and rot. This process breaks down the toxins and gives the hakarl its unique flavor. Imagine the most pungent cheese you've ever smelled. Multiply that by 10, add a hint of ammonia, and you're getting close. It's often described as having a strong, fishy, and ammonia-like taste. Honestly, it sounds like something you'd find in the back of my fridge after a month-long holiday. The texture's no picnic either. Chewy, rubbery, and slightly gelatinous. They usually serve it in small cubes, which, let's be honest, is probably all you can handle. Would I try it? I've eaten some pretty disgusting things in my life, but hakarl might just be where I draw the line. Chapter 4. Escamoles, insect caviar. Don't be so bloody squeamish. Alright, let's move on to something a little less pungent. We're off to Mexico for a taste of escamoles, often referred to as insect caviar. Now before you go running for the hills, hear me out. Escamoles are the edible larvae of ants. Yes, you heard me right, ants. Specifically, the larvae of a particular ant species that makes its home in the roots of the agave plant. The same plant used to make tequila. Now these aren't your average pavement-dwelling ants. These little critters are considered a delicacy in Mexico, dating back to the Aztec Empire. They were a prized food source, reserved for special occasions, and even offered as tributes to the emperor. So, what do they taste like? Well, escamoles have a delicate, slightly buttery flavor, often compared to cottage cheese or even scrambled eggs. They're usually pan-fried with butter, onions, and spices, and served in tacos or with tortillas. Look, I know eating insects might not be everyone's cup of tea, but escamoles are a prime example of how diverse and fascinating the world of food can be. So, open your minds and give it a try, you might just be surprised. Chapter 5, Bird's Nest Soup, a taste of luxury, if you can stomach it. Last but not least, we're finishing our culinary adventure with a dish that screams opulence and extravagance. Get ready for bird's nest soup, a delicacy that's been enjoyed in China for centuries. Now this soup isn't your average chicken noodle, it's made from the nests of swiftlet birds, small birds found in Southeast Asia. But here's the catch, these birds don't use twigs and leaves to build their nests, they use their own saliva. Yes, you heard me right, bird's nest soup is made from bird spit. These swiftlets have special glands that produce saliva rich in protein and nutrients. They use this saliva to build their nests, which harden into a gelatinous, translucent structure. These nests are highly prized, often referred to as the caviar of the East. They're harvested from caves, meticulously cleaned, and then simmered in broth to create a delicate, slightly sweet soup. It's said to have numerous health benefits, from boosting the immune system to improving skin complexion. But honestly, the thought of slurping down bird spit, no matter how nutritious it is, might be a bit too much for some. Outro, you survived! Now get cooking! Well, there you have it, 5 of the rarest, most bizarre dishes from around the globe. We've traveled from Japan to Iceland, Mexico to China, exploring the weird and wonderful world of food. Thanks for joining us on this culinary adventure. I hope you've enjoyed the ride and maybe even learned a thing or two about the incredible diversity of cuisines out there. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more unique recipes from around the world. And hey, if you're feeling brave, why not try recreating one of these dishes at home? Just remember to invite me over for a taste test. Happy cooking!